Hello, anybody, somebody, nobody, whoever may never hear this. This is Siegfried Alexander Faust, the Whiff, come back at you with some more Warhammer 40k. Today I'm going to be covering apparently many armies, but also Sisters of Battle. This is going to be my fifth video I'm uploading today. Hopefully, maybe another 5 to 20 on the horizon. This is going to have two patrol detachments of Argent Shroud, 2k strike force, starting with 3 CP. You're going to have three 5 girl squads of Retributors, three Paragon Warsuit squads, two Canonesses, two Palatines, one Calidus Assassin, two 5 girl Battle Sister squads, one Dominion squad, and two Seraphim squad. Now, I just say squads, but you know we go hard. So, the Retributors, they're all kitted out with the Multi Meltas. The Dominions, where are they? Dominions are kitted out with their Artificers, Stormbolters, which, since they're Artificer, they're damage to Stormbolters, because there's a stratagem to make it deal mortal wounds, which is very nice. And then the Seraphims, you know I got that Inferno Pistol. I've had a friend use them. I like and respect their stratagem to drop down and shoot without it counting their shoot phase, and then they can go into shooting phase and do it again, so they shoot in movement phase. But you to use the max amount of that, you would probably want to run a 10 girl squad and then have two of them kitted out with flamers, because you won't be in range to do Inferno Pistol. But after really thinking about it, it's low strength, no AP for the most part, and so most things are going to save on threes and twos against it. You may not even be able to deep them behind enemy lines, so you might have to just deep in front, which can cause problems. And overall, with all that aside, I think it's best then if you just run the Inferno pistols. You're going to be able to protect them by sacking other girls if people need to die. And use as Argent Shroud, fly them up 12 inches, and then you're going to probably take for your starting +1 advance in charge. Advance, which means they're going to move at least 14 inches, and then still have 6 inches of range to shoot. So as long as you roll like a 3 or a 4, you can cover and shoot the entire 24-inch gap turn 1, and that's if you go first. If your opponent goes first, if they had stuff borderline, then they're definitely going to be able to. So I like to leave these girls back, and then just like hiding, or even they can just soak damage, because between them and the Battle Sisters, I want all of those to soak damage because I want my Dominions and Retributors to be safe. They are the priority obscuring units. Everything else can just do AOC hits. Um, Hold on. Did I? I think this is. Hold on. Hold on. Can I change this to 10 girl squads? I think that's better, and that's what I wanted. Yes, I did. Okay, excellent. So, I was gonna say this does not make sense. So these are 10 girl squads of Seraphim, and yeah, the reason is because I want them to soak for everything else, or to guarantee that they're gonna get in no matter what by round 2. And that means I can also lose 8 of them, and I still have the 2 that really matter, which are the Inferno guns. So the Inferno guns are just pistol meltas. So that's 2, 4. So each squad has 4 meltas basically attached to it, and then they have a superior to help with their scarediness with the leadership extra. The Paragon Warsuits, something my friend who main sister didn't realize, and I was like, no, you. For the rules is they come with 2 Stormbolters each. So very nice. Why they have bolt pistols, I don't know. That actually legit doesn't make sense. Um, because they're vehicles, so they could just use the Stormbolters. Like, the bolt pistol is inferior in every way. Maybe there's something I don't realize. I personally don't realize why they have pistols. It's cool lore wise, it just doesn't do anything. Like, every situation, you're going to want to use a Stormbolter. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. But they also have multi meltas, and you can get them the blade or the mace. I like the blade because AOC is a thing. So you want that extra AP. That gets them to strength 6, which is the money zone. You either go 6, 8, or 9 for a lot of weapon strengths, be it in CQC or otherwise, because that way against T3 and upwards, you're getting the extra strength. So strength 6 is where you want to be or higher, and that also beats the T5 models. So while I could get the mace, I don't really need the mace in a mirror match because all I need is the Warblade. And they have a save of 2 up, and they're getting AOC. So they are tanky. Caldus, if you don't know what she does, even though I've covered her before, she, and I'm going to cover it several more times for sure, is taxation without representation. She can be off the board deep strike for round 1 and into round 2 with a stratagem, causing your opponent's stratagems on a 50% chance die roll to cost extra and or just fail. So it is very nice. And I highly recommend it. One of these Catanesses is kitted out for melee, I think. That's why I start at 3 CP. Um, she's got Rapturous Blow. Which one is it? Here we go. She's got Rapturous Blows. She's got Righteous Rage. And that is with her Blessed Blade. I didn't give her a relic because you just more so want the Warlord trait. It's very nice. And this is again Argent Shroud, which their things is deeds, not words. Each time a unit with this conviction makes a normal move or advances in your movement phase until the end of your shooting phase, it counts as having remained stationary. Meaning all of them can advance with heavy weapons or pistols, doesn't matter, and they can shoot with no penalties. So it's assault with advance, but no penalty. It's nutty. Um, you go fast, go fast, girls. And then each time a unit with this conviction is selected to shoot or fight, you can reroll one hit roll or one wound roll, resolving that unit's attacks. Often overlooked. That means with the 3 Retributors, these 3 Paragons, that's 6 different units with Meltas that I'm going to get at least one hit or wound roll reroll for free. It's a lot of the rerolls just stack up quick. It's very nice. I think this is definitely top 5 army. I think in my tier list currently, this is up there in like top 3. I think it's overlooked. I was discussing with a friend how people are giving them some credit now. They had some point drops, but I don't think that was super significant. A lot of people play Bloody Rose. Look, the repentia are cool. They're fun. They're a, I don't know, double edged sword in the sense they either hurt your opponent or like no, it's just a blunt side. It's great. It either hurts your opponent or gives you cake. Like you cannot fail. If they get destroyed, you get a miracle dice. But the miracle dice you can only use one per a phase unless you have a simulacrum letting you on a unit use another or some certain exception. Uh, I don't think that's good. I think it's best to save them for different scenarios, and you don't even know what you're going to roll. You can roll a good roll or a bad roll with the dice. Also, I have a Amorium Cherub on each Retributor and a Incisor Cherub on the Dominion to give me a higher chance to get that juicy 6, so it gets translated into Mortal Wounds. It's 5 points for a good chance, statistically compared to most Warhammer, of getting a 2 Mortal Wounds for 5 points. Good trade. Yeah. I highly recommend this list. It's good because there's 2 cannons, there's 2 palatines. You can also split. You can put them in the lanes. You don't have to castle. With this army, you can have them just be all over the place, which is great. And heck, you can have the Battle Sisters back in Narnia, just preventing deep strike by your opponent. It covers a lot of bases, and if you don't want the +1 to advance and charge, that's fine. You're going against Grey Knights, Thousand Sons, or Tyranids, possibly. Sure, just take a 5-up deny. Like, what? They roll a d6 on a 5-up. It doesn't matter what was cast, it gets denied. And it can work by any Sisters model, including if you run Rhinos. The Rhino just denies things. The girl inside, no, to Magnus. What is that? Army is so good right now. Highly recommend it. This is probably one I've been having the most fun with. And it's also nasty. On a quick side note, let me throw in, just because I need to just crap on this and how overpowered it is. Okay. Right. This is what, 18, 21, 24. This is 24 power level. So for power level, not points, for narrative, if you do like that, this with 2 Armorium Cherubs is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 24 plus the Armorium Cherubs, 30 Meltas, and then their Meltas, 33 Meltas, and an Inferno Pistol, which we won't count that. So that's 30 multi-Meltas for 24 inches, 3 Meltas for 12 inches, and 1 Melta for 6 inches. What is that? Excuse me? Like, Sisters at 25 PL just roast anybody else. Good lord, and Argent Shroud, so they can all just advance. Like, my god. Disgusting. And then again, going back to Meltas, because this is a Melta heavy list, once you're multi-Melta, especially, which is 24 inches, once your opponent's in half range, you get an extra +2 flat damage. So, Death Guard, nuh-uh-uh. You're going to get that extra juicy damage, because they're also big chunguses, they move slow. So right now, this is one of the few armies that can deal with the AOC reduction and just get really good damage output. They have a lot of options. I like armies that either put all their eggs in one basket and they do it well, or provide you a lot of options competitively. So without further ado, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, compliments, advice, recommendations, or requests, feel free to drop it down into the comments and ask me, or just get to me in some way. I don't know, kidnap me and interrogate me for answers for your 40k databases. If you want, in my Google Drive link below is also all the lists that will be updated, including also my Twitch if you want us to drop by. I try to update the list pretty quick, relatively, every couple of days. I will not. The only big chunk that isn't updated is the Chaos Space Marines, because they have major changes and I don't have access to everything on Battlescribe. Some stuff like the Warlord trait and Relic for Nephilim is not updated on Battlescribe for a lot of things as well. So my Battlescribe list, if you look at it, like for Black Legion, besides it also not being updated, I have Council of Traders costed there. Well, that's just to pay for a CP or Warlord trait somewhere else, but I didn't have the option to tax the list. So for my own CP that I'm not supposed to have. So be aware of that. I will be doing more videos, many more videos today and in the coming days for these lists. I have a professional mic. I'm so happy. I've had it, but I need to get something else for it to work, and I don't have to use that crappy ass mic again. I'll be redoing some armies with stuff that comes out. Like I've redone orcs and Tyranids. Boy, I'm gonna be waiting to do those videos until I cover everything else, and if I'm still stuck on waiting for an update on Battlescribe or something, then I'll just get those knocked out of the way, or once everything else is done and covered, then I'll knock them out. And then afterwards, I'll do a tier list probably, or my top 50 armies where I think they all are competitively, or fun. Without further ado, take care, game on.